You can have anything in this world. You could do anything, you can have everything. You just have to believe in it. You just got to go for it. You just got to do it. And all my videos, all my content, everything I do in coaching is for you. Because I sure don't do it for me half the time. But no, I do it for me in a way because I need to hear it. I need to be reminded. I needed that little push in my own life. And if you guys don't know much about my story, let me just break it down a little bit. I've been a single parent pretty much my whole life. It's really true, honestly, but really an only parent the last 4 years. And I've raised my kids ever since they were babies as being homeschooled people. We volunteered over 8 years when they were very young, all the way up until I was separated from my ex, which was my business partner as well as my life partner. And we did real estate investments. We did online startups. We sold a lot and we made good money. But then I had gone through the separation and found out a lot of things were happening in my business that wasn't supposed to be happening. Or I should say our business. And I lost everything. I literally lost everything after building it for 20 years. So it was a really hard hit, and it took me about 3.5 years to get over that hit. Meaning like emotionally, physically, financially, everything. And just really try to find what I want to do next. Because when you guys know, when you are on a path or a career or something you really love and you built it and you nurtured it and you love it, and then it's gone, right? It's just like a divorce, or just like having a child that passed away, or just like having a pet that passed away. You have that void. You're like, oh my God, I put all this time and effort. I did all these things to nurture, to care for this, and it's not here. And I have to come to the reality that it's not here. And in my case, it wasn't just that. It was the reality also that I built in my mind a story, and the story was technically not true. All right. So my relationship and everything was, up and down for years. And a lot of that had to do with physical and mental abuse, but that could be another story altogether. So look at these things. They're like sand.
It is sand.
Sand, like, what would they call it? Like sand rock almost. But, everybody goes through that. Every single person. Even if you have the most successful family and you have the most successful life and everything is doing well, you're always going to have challenges. You're going to have situations. You're going to always have to overcome something. Every step of your journey is going to come with a challenge. It's going to come with resistance, and it's going to have to come with you deciding if you're going to be the leader of your life or you're going to be a follower. Are you following the right people? Are you inspiring the community that you want to build? Do you want to feel like everything's against you? Do you want to feel like everything's a pain point? Do you want everything to be a pleasure? Do you want to have people that look up to you and inspired to be like you? Or do you want people to look up to you and just want to complain because you're bringing in those negative vibrations? And everything starts with you. So you guys know I do all this motivational talks, and I do coaching, and I've got a very amazing group of people in my Growth Mastery group, which is under Amina Growth Mastery. You could type it in Facebook, and you can join that group for free. It's for free for you. I also have Amina's Ultimate Coaching group, so join that one too. That one's more for life coaching. So I have these amazing groups with all these amazing people all over the world. And I can introduce you to them because they're amazing. And I absolutely love them. And this is why I continue coaching, is because I love this. It's not for the financial gain in a way. It is and it isn't. Because of course I want to live the lifestyle I want to live. I want to have stuff for my kids. I want to grow that and everything. Just like us all, we all want to aspire to be better and do more. Well, at least everybody in my own community, the people that I'm connecting with. But at the end of the day, we're all going to have challenges. We're all going to have setbacks. We're all going to have to make that choice if we are going to let life take us away or we're going to take control. And sometimes life is going to take us away. And we're going to feel the pain, and we're going to feel the challenge, and we're going to feel the resistance. And it's going to be really hard to get up in the morning and push through and, come to the reality that, everything that we are not doing into the resistance of it is actually the acceptance of it. So if we are not resisting what's coming at us, if we are not resisting the change or the challenge and the struggle, then we are accepting. Now, are you accepting the life you have, or are you resisting it? Are you going to be the leader of your life, or are you going to be the follower? Remember, things are going to happen with you or without you, okay? Things are going to happen with you or without you, okay? Which would you rather have? Would you rather have a life that things are happening without you, meaning that situations are gonna like be fulfilled or not fulfilled because on the actions you decided not to take today? Or are you going to be in action? Are you going to live a life of purpose? Are you going to have one with passion and compassion and, you know, adventure and experience and knowledge, and just enjoy everything life has to offer, guys? I mean, look at this. There's a lot out there, and a lot of people don't step out the door because they're too afraid. They're afraid to take the risk. They're afraid to do something new. They're afraid to be somebody that they ultimately can't see because they lived a life up to this point that has been programmed by the environments they're put in, by the environments they leave themselves in, because it's familiar. And I definitely know what familiar feels like. So again, let's go touch back on abuse. Okay, mental and physical abuse. I lived in a state of abuse, yes. You could say, you know, relationship or marital abuse. But, you know, it was comfortable because I did it ever since I was 19. And then I also dealt with a lot of trauma and stuff when I was a kid. My best friend got shot. I've got, you know, my brother died when I was 9, you know, so my neighbor abused me. So, I mean, there's a lot of trauma I dealt with in my life, and then I brought it forward. My first real big relationship was with my high school sweetheart, you could say. That lasted 2 years. That was with abuse. So, again, you know, I was comfortable being in that mind state, and you're going to have the same challenges too, even if it's not as an abusive state. Maybe you have the best life ever, and you know you're pressured by your peers, or maybe your spouse, or somebody in your life, maybe even your coworkers, to do things that essentially would be good for you, right? Maybe, you know, taking on that degree, maybe taking on that course, maybe, you know, doing something for your community, but it doesn't feel right because it's not your calling. It's not exactly what you want to do. And you gotta, you know, make the decision. You know, who is running your life? Who is the one, you know, in the driver's seat? Are you the one in the driver's seat, or is it everybody else in your life? Because they don't know you. They'll never know you. I'm sorry to tell you that. Nobody ever knows who you are, or your entire like being or essence or what you want. So you got to decide what life you want to live. Okay, it's all for you. Everything's for you in this life. Everything. All right. And so I want you to think about it today on what you are holding back on and what you want to challenge yourself to do next, as well as, you know, take that initial chance, you know, believe in yourself. Don't be afraid to becoming something new, because when you're always becoming, okay, you're always going to become no matter what, because life circumstances, again, are going to cause changes in your life that is going to either be by choice or by circumstance, okay? So again, make a choice that you want to do today. All right, so what is something that you've been holding back that you wanted to look up? Maybe something you wanted to learn new, maybe some friendship or connection that you wanted to initiate but you were too afraid to. Maybe it's like talking to your boss because you're upset about your hours, and you know, you just, you know, feel like you're not being heard. Maybe it's something like you need to talk to your kids more because you're losing that connection with them and you want to build those memories before they get too old. You know, so, you know, think of something that you've been holding back on that's been really you know, pulling you back. It could be like a weight issue, but there's always something, and there always will be something. That is life, and you gotta, you know, realize you're always gonna have something, but it's when you stop addressing those issues to move forward, and that's when you're gonna have a problem, because now you're not living what you are made to do, what you're here for. You know, we're all here to live life, we're all here to grow, we're all here to learn, and we're all here to give. So, you know, make the choice today to, you know, decide to be the leader. Be the captain of your boat. Don't let the wind push you around. Don't let those waves get to you. All right, guys, much love. You know, I'll talk to you later. My name is Amina Kate Thornton. Take care.